Dead and Hip Hop Conversations. You already know, man. We came to you live and direct when J. Cole dropped his now not on streaming platforms anymore song. It's your boy FIFO, so you know I forgot the name of that joint. The man here, but he's not even here. Gotta watch his. The mic's still on. Know what the hell I'm talking about. But what's the name of this joint? I just had it out.
Tailor made freestyle.
Yeah, and I know that because of my homie. His last name is Taylor. But anyway, Tailor Made Freestyle. We just recently, I'm talking about as of today, dropped a conversation in terms of AI and hip hop, right? And then it just so happens Drake last night, today is April 20th, I think April 19th, Aubrey, Graham Drake, he back to back them, man. He back to back Kendrick Lamar. And this time he had AI. He had Tupac and Snoop. Now, I know the conversation that we just had was more so in the regards of muddying the beef and everything that's happening right now. And I was also looking at the comments in that video, which was very interesting. There was a sentiment where if you're using AI creatively, right, a la the way Drake just did in this particular diss, it seems like people are cool with that. Are y'all cool with any type of AI at all?
I wonder if they would have said that before this came out.
Me too. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing.
I haven't looked at the comments yet, but I do wonder if they would have said that, had that same sentiment if, this didn't happen just now. You know what I'm saying? But I think Jay Nolan, when we had him on the show talking about AI, I understand his take on it if he has control of it, if it's something that he intentionally wants to do with the AI and not somebody taking it or whatever and just manipulating his voice. This is what he was talking about, I think, like just being creative with it. I'm kind of like 50-50 on it, because I'm still not 100% in agreement with AI because of the possibilities of it, turning into something bigger if not the right stipulations are put around it. So I'm kind of against it in a way. But I mean, if you're an artist and you decide to use it creatively, if it's at your disposal, why not?
Yeah, I think he used one of those AI voice changing type things, I guess. Like, remember that video like last year or a year and a half ago where that dude was sounding just like Kendrick Lamar or whatever? He was rapping on the mic, but his voice was sounding like Kendrick Lamar. I forgot the technology, what it was called. But so I think Drake did that because if you listen to the Pac and Snoop, the rhyme cadence and everything was exactly like Drake. I was just like, it was exactly like how Drake would rap.
Yeah, that's what he did. He actually said featuring AI, Tupac and Snoop. So he definitely did that. Yeah. That's
so did he do this without Snoop's permission?
Whose video? You talk about what Snoop just did on IG?
Yeah.
So Snoop just came up there and was just like, my phone blowing up. And he just kind of laughing. I think he's okay with it, but obviously it was not him at all.
But like Drake team or nobody reached out and got his permission to use his voice.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because Snoop clearly said in his IG post that he didn't know what was going on. So obviously, if they would have reached out, he would have had a heads up as to what's happening.
Me personally, I would have respected more if it just would have been Drake. I mean, I know we in this AI, we in this technology time of AI being used a lot in music and everything, but I don't know. I think I definitely would have respected more if the whole entire song was Drake rapping.
Man, fuck all that, B. Look, we got to use the technology that's here today. We in 2024. We not in 1994.
I know, but still, it's just like, bruh, like.
But okay, so look, let's be honest. Like the last time when J. Cole dropped 7 minute, what was it? 7 minute drill.
7 minute drill, yeah.
7 minute drill.
When he dropped that, we said that Kendrick is on the clock. Since then, Drake dropped a diss record that we all said, and there's even bars in there that we didn't mention it the first time. The whole Chippendale Pluto thing with Future, that's very catchy if you catch it. You know what I'm saying?
I said Kendrick was on clock. Did I say that? I don't know if I don't remember.
I'm just saying it was a sentiment. You know what I'm saying? Our video was a sentiment that's saying, hey, Kendrick, you on the clock now. And then Drake now backs him, and he puts and I love the idea of him doing it because let's be honest, right? Like Kendrick has been the West Coast savior. You know what I'm saying? Since Game. What was that? To Pimp a Butterfly. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be called Tupac, this whole thing, whatever. So him using AI Tupac and Snoop, I think what Drake is doing is grade A trolling, and he's baiting the hell out of them. Because at the end of the day, we want a Kendrick response.
What about the song though? What you think of the song itself? I'm talking about the song. I mean, him trolling and all that shit, whatever. Okay, fine. If he's doing it to get the attention and get the trolling, he's fine. I'm talking about the song. I feel like he intentionally made or rhymed over a great value Dr. Dre style type beat because it sounded like a great value. Like it sounded like if he typed up in YouTube Drake Dr. Dre type beat, and then he just rhymed over that, and he got AI Tupac and the AI Snoop. And I'm like, this shit sound like a broke down Dr. Dre beat. And I don't know if that was intentional or he was really looking for like a dope beat, but it sounded like a Dr. Dre great value beat. It would have been respected more if it had been Drake rapping. Like if Drake rapped the whole time, I'd have been like, oh shit, okay. Like Drake is on Kendrick's head. I feel like the AI Tupac and Snoop kind of takes it away. And then he tried to do the whole Eminem 8 Mile shit or whatever. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think it took away. I think it adds to the level of trolling. I think again, beefs obviously moving forward is going to be a little bit different. And I love the fact that Drake is not holding back. Like he's not holding back, bro. I'm your mentor is no longer here. Like the next guy, you're supposed to be that guy. I'm a rap. Who not holding back?
Well, I mean, while we just in the midst of talking about beef, Chris Brown ain't holding back.
Hey.
That's the definition of holding back.
Conversation.
I know. I'm just saying. You talking about holding back? That's the definition of holding back right there. That man let that thing fly.
Yeah, it's whack, bro.
Thank you, Ken.
It's whack. It's whack. Like because when I thought I was alone.
I thought I was alone in this.
Nah, man. Like and I've been thinking about this whole new era of beef anyway. Over the last couple of days, and I'm of the mindset that Kendrick is on watch. Like you up next. I said it about Cole. I said it about Drake, and I'm being consistent. I said it about Kendrick, and Drake did that in saying "dot where you at" because everybody know he takes his time. But shit, I think people were saying it took Drake 2 to 4 weeks to reply. So what is he talking about?
Yeah.
But yeah, when I played it, I was like, oh, you know what? He's trying to, I got what he was doing. It was like, oh, he's trying to rap like Pac. He put some voice modifier on it. And then when fucking Snoop came in, I'm like, what in the entire hell is going on? And I'm like, is this what we're resorting to now? And this is very similar to the conversation, Rob, that we had in AI. And that was one of the things the guy pointed out. What happens when you start using other rappers and putting them on your song and creating a potential situation?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he did, bro. I'm like, why is Snoop rapping with Drake? Why is Snoop picking Drake's side? So I'm like, man, why don't you fucking I'm with you, B. Just rap your fucking self, bro. This shit ain't cute. This shit ain't fucking clever. What the hell
it is, though. But it is. It is. Now,
clever.
Okay, so you take Tupac and you take Snoop. Those are like the biggest West Coast artists,
guys,
right?
Yeah.
Outside of Dre, you could have used Dre or somebody, right? But I get what he was trying to do. No, Drake and Snoop don't make sense in a track, but it wasn't about Drake and Snoop on a track. It was just more so about talking from the perspective of Tupac and Snoop. That's
saying like you got to big up the West. Like you got to hold down the West.
Yeah. So I think to think about that approach to a beef, I thought it was interesting. I'm not saying that the bars or whatever was great, because the bars wasn't. Some of the stuff they were saying was whack. Like some of the stuff he was saying was whack. And like B, I know how you pointed out that it was Drake cadence, so that kind of took away from it a little bit, because it did sound like Drake cadence on a Pac AI. if he was able to capture like how Pac would say it or how Snoop would say
Hennessy
it,
or something like that. The man didn't even say Hennessy.
Yeah.
He didn't even say penitentiary or Hennessy.
I think it would have hit a little harder. But nah, man, I thought it was creative. I don't know, like to come up with something like that fast while Kendrick still hasn't come up with anything. I thought it was fun. Was it necessary? No, maybe not. But I did think it was clever though. I was because at first I was confused as hell. Like, what is this? What is going on? But no, man, I thought it was clever.
I just think it would have been better if he just rapped like, and now we get into creative choice, but if he would have just rapped like Pac, like his flow, his style, maybe even modded his voice a little bit to sound like Pac, and just left Snoop completely out, that would have been
Drake
cool.
is not. I don't think Drake is that good of an MC to do
exactly.
that.
We know Drake can't do that.
Drake is not that good of an MC to do that.
Well, you know what? I won't say he can't do it, but he's never done it. I don't believe that he can do that, which is why he probably chose this route. I think he was just really trying to be creative with, because all of this talk, we literally, like FIFO said, we literally just had a conversation about AI, and he's taking it and putting, you know what I'm saying, and like he's saying, he's basically trolling. Because that's what's going on right now. All of this talk about AI, all this. So he's like, you know what? I'm just going to take that and use it. I thought that was pretty good. I probably thought that was pretty clever. The diss track isn't all of that. I'm like, oh, goddamn shit. Like, no, I wasn't like that. But I just thought the concept was clever. And I was just like, hey, wow, he got 2 tracks on him right now.
Are we giving him credit for both? And what I mean by it's like this song ain't really it. We're like giving him like, it's like, oh yeah, you got 2 songs out, almost like a creative choice award for the second diss track. It's like, what is this? Like, give me some fire, give me some vitriol.
I mean, Chris Brown type shit, man. Give me some direct shit where I'm like, ooh. Oh shit!
This man is being applauded for using AI in a creative way.
He is, Ken, and I think. Look, the part
of the game is
the bars.
That's what the game is. Like that's. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Part of the game is punching first. You know what I'm saying? It's not always necessarily punching the hardest. And we also don't know if Drake is just trying to bait Kendrick because he has more in the bag. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he has some inside information that he just wants Kendrick to respond.
And stuff like this could make you read. Like, let's say if Kendrick was on the brink of dropping something today or whatever before he dropped this. Now he's putting himself like in a corner because now it's like, okay, now do you got to rewrite to add some of this what he just did? It's like does this type of stuff make you go back to the drawing board because he keep punching at you? And so now you got to keep rewriting because now your stuff is gonna be like outdated. If like you come out with a diss track approaching and this is not a restroom, as you can see. Like people thought I was in a restroom. I think all the constant jabs, like FIFO again, I agree with him. Like it's not like hooks. It's just constant jabs that can make him continuously go back to the drawing board. And he's like trolling him. He's picking on him. He's like, I know you're in that apartment trying to do triple, double entendres and all that type of stuff. I think Drake's safe at doing that. I think Drake is doing exactly what he needs to do in this situation because he can't outbar him. He knows he can't outbar him, but he can out troll him. The same way Rick Ross is like out trolling him. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like he's taking a page out of Rick Ross' book in a sense. He just keeps trolling Kendrick at this point.
If I'm Kendrick and I heard that, am I rushing to put out something?
I think so. Because at the end of the day, Ken.
Hell no.
Ken, look.
Not over that weak ass shit, bro.
Ken, it's not about how weak or how strong it is. It's about public perception. And we know that Drake is still publicly the bigger artist. So right now he's taking some strong straights and some strong jabs, and you have to respond because Kendrick is what hip hop is supposed to be. And Drake represents everything that hip hop shouldn't be. It shouldn't be AI. It shouldn't be trolling. It should be harder bars. It should be all of these other things that Drake is not. But Kendrick has to respond, and he's kind of holding it down for that side of hip hop. And the longer he takes, the more it looks like Drake has him.
So, FIFO, let me ask you, do you think it's just the times that we're in that we expect artists to reply back so quick? Because I mean, all the epic battles we had, artists took a long time to reply. Like dudes would drop a diss song, and then we won't hear a diss song, a reply to them for probably, you know, at some point weeks and sometimes months later. So is it just you think it's the times that we're in now? Like, yeah,
the technology be like we talking about, you know, niggas was recording in analog back then. Creating a beat took it was a lot. It was a way more difficult process to create the beat, to record the verse, to mix and master. Like now, bro, you could do that shit in a matter of hours and put it out, and it'd be quality, even better quality than it was back then. So I think it is part of the time, but mainly because of the technology that's available to us now.
Yeah, no, I was just asking. Yeah, I was just asking because I know it's just like a lot of other classic epic beefs that we like. Yeah, niggas was replying back. They weren't replying back super quick.
Yeah,
like,
but just think about like how quick music projects come out now, right? Like some of your favorite artists drop 2-3 projects a year, where you know back then it'd be a project every 2 or 3 years.
Right. Yeah, that's why I would just it just made me thinking about that. Like you know, people, not just y'all, but just people in general are saying like, you know, you got to reply back, and he better he got 24 hours to reply back, or he got a week to reply back, and it's like shit. Jay dropped Takeover in 9/11. Nas dropped Ether on Jay's birthday. That was 3 months later. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like nobody was saying like Nas, you on the clock, Nas, you on the clock. We was all enjoying Blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
Because there was no social media. There was Facebook.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think it's at the times that we're in? You know, that people are so like, okay, where's the reply? Where's the reply? Where's the reply? Where, you know, battles back then, fools wasn't replying, you know, within less than a week. You know, they were replying back in months.
That's why I'm like, you know, if I'm Kendrick, especially after hearing that shit, I'm not in a hurry, you know, because you ain't said or did anything. The first track may have been a little bit more damaging than this.
I agree. I think push-ups is more. I'm sorry, go ahead, Rap.
I think my thing with Kendrick right now is that, and Drake said it, it's like you had all that smoke. You sound like you had all the smoke, and now it's like you're silent. I'm not trying to rush Kendrick. I'm just saying that I think Drake is playing his hand the correct way. Like he has people going in his favor because he has these. They're not, like I said, they're just jabs. They're not hooks. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's like, oh man, he just ended his career. He's not releasing tracks like that. He's just releasing stuff to make people look at Kendrick a little sideways, to get people a little bit more on his side. I think what he's doing right now, I think is effective. I really do. I really do think it's effective.
I don't know. I don't think it'll be enough to knock him out of the big three conversation. And I don't think what he's done is enough to elevate him or his stature anymore, because he hasn't really done anything worthwhile.
Come on, Drake.
And that is, Drake. And that is the issue that I have. Because what if Kendrick never responds? What if he does like Control and he just never responds to anybody?
I think that's the wrong move. I think what Rod is saying is absolutely correct in terms of how Drake is playing his hand. He's playing all of the cards dealt the proper way. You know what I'm saying? I know we did our rundown and we broke down the timeline, and obviously Drake has some type of inclination that this type of stuff was going to be happening. You know what I'm saying? But even with all that information, he's playing his cards right. Drop It Give Me 50 was a solid diss. It wasn't over the top. It wasn't one of the greatest disses ever. No. But at the same time, he's not the one that created the animosity.
Like I mentioned in the video, like I felt like, Drake's push-ups, I think that was enough to like be like, oh, okay, we see. We hear now. He didn't know. Yeah. He did it. He did. Like I said, that track did what he's supposed to do. Yeah, I agree with you, people. Yeah, it wasn't like, oh, I'm listening, this is a top 10 greatest diss songs ever. It was just enough to be like, oh shit, okay, Kendrick, hey, he's here. You know what I mean? Like you can't, you know, yeah.
You're talking about your wife.
Yeah.
You mentioned your wife by name.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like you can't just chill on that.
Yeah, it's enough to be like, okay, he's here. You know.
What if Kendrick is the one that's playing games by putting that out there and just kind of falling back?
He could
letting Drake get himself riled up into this whole tizzy where he's not focused anymore.
Now Drake is focused.
He's focused on addressing Kendrick.
But then what you talk? Where is he losing focus?
Making music, running his business, like
Ken, that's on autopilot. What is we talking about? When you get to the levels of Drizzy, bro, he like Jay said, bro, there's like 30, 40 levels before you even talk to me. You don't think there's 20, 25 levels before you get to Drake? That shit's on autopilot, bro. He ain't worried about none of that. Also, another reason why I probably took him a little bit, you talked about it, Ken. It took Drake a little bit of time to respond. The man's on tour. Ken, he's playing the cards that's dealt. If you are trying to measure this beef, this back and forth in terms of the bars that are dealt, then you are 100% biased toward Kendrick then, automatically.
I'm only going by what I got, bro. That's all I can grade.
Okay, and what you got is two solid ass responses.
Solid?
Yes.
Oh hell no, bro.
They're not trash. This is not trash. Ken, is this trash?
That second song ain't all that, bro. It's whack. I said it was whack.
So hold on. Is push-ups whack?
I'm not a fan of push-ups. I'm in the mono.
Is it whack?
I don't think it's all that.
Is it whack?
I think the second track is whack.
Is it whack?
The second track is whack. How about that?
The first one.
And the first one close to being whack too. That shit close to being whack and trash too.
No. See, this is why niggas is in the comment section saying what they saying. This is why they saying what they saying. Because of old hip-hop heads nigga like you.
What they saying?
It does sound very old. Think about the diss tracks that you like. Tupac, Nas. Think about those tracks and what they're saying. Pac isn't really saying much. It's just dope. He's not. He's saying stuff, but it's not like some double entendre. He just really just punching jabs at Biggie. Same thing with Nas. Like Nas, like the J shit. The Ether is just a dope diss track. It sounds dope. But if you really look at the lyrics,
what about Takeover?
Takeover was hella coded. You had to know what was happening.
Yeah. Takeovers are more coded. But I'm just saying, like the ones that people really love, like the Ethers. And
no Vaseline?
I ain't say no Vaseline. I ain't mention no Vaseline.
That's the one that people like. I love no Vaseline.
Yeah. I'm talking about the ones that people herald, like the Ethers.
Real motherfucking G's?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Think about how he was rapping on that. Motherfuck Dre, motherfuck Snoop, motherfuck Death Row. Now here comes the left blow. It's very.
But Dre Day only made Easy's Payday. Like that was. I mean, it only made Easy's Payday. Yeah.
About how he's rhyming that. Like it's not like.
But Easy has never been like no super.
I
Easy
know.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that I think we're grading Drake. Well, y'all are grading Drake pretty harshly. Well, I guess Ken is the only one that's really grading him harshly, based on comparatively to other diss tracks. Like I really want you to go and listen to other diss tracks. And to see how much it really wasn't like, you know.
Actually, I was thinking about that before we recorded. And I didn't even go to No Vaseline or Ether or Hit 'Em Up or anything about that. Do you know where I went? I went all the way back, bro.
Where you
went to The Bridge Is Over.
You went to MC Shan and KRS-One?
I started thinking about like early stages disses and the things that were being said in those and how that thing sparked this whole thing because, you know, I'm seeing people saying, oh, I just wanted to stay on wax and this, that, and other, and I hope it don't turn violent. And I was just doing like a historical timeline of like disses and how that started to cross over to the street and really comparing like early stage lyrics and stuff to like modern day, and then the time period that I grew up listening to, where it was really, really personal. Yes, you're right in the sense that when I'm thinking about what Drake is saying and what he's doing, and I use that to compare it to The Bridge Is Over, it's kind of in the same lane. It's because I'm thinking about, they just kind of trolling and saying, clowning each other and stuff like that. When I think about that, then I'm thinking about, well, shit, are the fucking songs good? You know, this last song that he just dropped, that shit wasn't good. I just think the idea of him putting Snoop and Tupac on there, I just think those are whack. So I think sometimes you'll have the story of Adidon, and sometimes you'll have stuff that's just what Drake is doing. It doesn't surprise me that he's like jabbing. It's right up his alley. He probably can't do anything better than what he's doing right now.
Well, I think he bodied Meek Mill.
He did.
He bodied Meek Mill.
Right.
He said, "Man, is this your girls? Is this a world tour? Or is this your girls tour? Like, bro, what? Like,
it's Meek Mill though.
I understand. But at the end of the day, Modest has 100% the point. Like, most diss tracks aren't lyrical miracle, like crazy, I love this song type of track. All it is people just pointing. Like Nas was talking about, man, your mustache look like rat whiskers, bro.
Right. I rock hoes, you rock fellas. And now you trying to take my spot, fellas? Like, it's like it was so simplistic. It's not that. It was just a dope diss track, but it's not like this crazy thing.
The thing that was the hardest thing about Ether was that it went doo-doo, fuck Jay-Z.
Hey, he literally said that is Gay-Z and Cockefeller record.
Come on. Hey, was that hard? Those are the bars that you wanted from Nas?
He's yeah. He didn't like that motherfucker, bro.
Hey, the stream is over. He
didn't like Jay-Z. He was very direct. Fuck Jay-Z.
The stream is over.
And what we getting now, B? K-Dot, where you at? Where you at, K-Dot? Where you at? I'm looking for you like it's like the fucking meme, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
See, Ken, you not going into this without bias. You are 100% biased.
It's so Drake. It's so Drake. It's so weird.
But Rod, like you brought up the prime point is that none of the majority of these diss tracks, bro, it is jabs, it is trolling, it is all of these things. It's not super bars. It's not super bar. That's the reason why people want this so much is because we know Kendrick can't do nothing but the bars. We know that. Even on the BT freestyle. When he first mentioned that, bro, everybody was going crazy. Like, okay, is this going to happen? Obviously, fast forward 13, 14 years later, we're here at that point because we want the bars, Ken. I don't disagree. With that one point from you is that we do want the bars. We just know it's not going to come from Drake. But what Drake is doing is in line with every other diss record that has ever been put out. And if you say it's not, it's because you are biased.
He ain't got shit to say to Rick Ross.
Because Rick Ross ain't even on that man level.
And Rick Ross is just talking shit right now.
He is. Ken, we talked about this on D365. We said Ross can still make music, Meek Mill though. Like we know that the light around Ross is more dim now, especially on the music side. We're not talking business and lifestyle, but on the music side, come on, bro. This is an opportunity for him to get some shine, for him to get his streams up. This is business for Ross.
The things that Drake is doing right now is showing me that he isn't scared. You remember, I thought he was scared. I was like, he don't want none of that. Everybody was saying that he don't want K-Dot, but he's making it seem like he does. Mm-hmm. He's absolutely that's one thing you could say is that he's asking for the smoke right now.
And you know what, Rod? He's never backed down. He said in his first album, niggas make when Jay was talking about, niggas gonna make silly rap feuds and all of this, and then Drake was like, man, if somebody ever mentioned my name, I ain't gonna reply to it. Man, for that was a lie. Because if you mention Drake's name and you have any type of buzz or people know who you are, that man gonna respond to you, bro. So I'm with you. Drake is not.
I'm glad you're impressed, people.
Can y'all say that? Does Drake seem scared?
No, I mean, like I mentioned, I said with the push-up song, I'm like, okay, we here. Like you got to face this man at some point, Kendrick. That's what the push-up song did for me, where I was like, okay, yeah, that's why I said it did what it did, because now Kendrick can't ignore this. He gonna have to face Drake at some point. Now that he said it, since he set it off with like that.
Like I said, I think it's cool. I think it was pretty clever. I can see how people think it was corny. I kind of think it's corny, but I also Drake is corny. The same way I am with his music. It's the same thing with this. Like he embraces how he's corny and things like that. I mean, he just does, and I respect that. I don't want him to act like he's super hard, because we know we're not gonna believe that, right? 100%. So he's doing what he's supposed to do.
You just biased, Ken, and old.
Look, man.
I ain't say all that.
Look, I'm just trying to have you see the light, people.
Nah, you
accepting mediocrity, bro.
What would you have expected, real quick before we get off in this? What would you have expected him to do?
I would have expected a better songs.
Yeah, I get that. Obviously, I get you.
The
more
beats
better
were
songs.
whack. I don't think the lyrics were all that. Like, it just wasn't impressive. Like, I acknowledge like one of the who
Ether was impressive by your standards. The bars was hard. The beat was amazing. By your standards, Ether was.
It was venomous. It was yes, absolutely. That was an impressive diss track. And there are multiple ways to go about it. You can do story added on, where you revealing some shit and you rapping. You can be very direct and disrespectful. He changed
Drake way. He changed all Drake's rollout. He canceled all that shit. Pusha T did.
We ain't talking about Autograph.
Oh man! Oh my god!
That's arguably the greatest diss.
Yes,
that's arguably the greatest diss.
You know, I think y'all grading Drake on the curve, bro.
Nah,
y'all saying it's the best. It's on the curve, and apparently Kanye got something to say. What's Kanye talking about?
Kanye's on that Like That remix. That's a whole other conversation for another day, Bear. We just talking AI and Drake and him going back to back on Kendrick without a Kendrick response. The rest of this stuff, we'll get back to it on the regular scheduled programming. Make sure you are always tuned in to Dead End Hip Hop. Conversations is live and popping just like this one. So make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit up the comment section because that's the conversation after the conversation. And we'll leave it there. So if something else pops up, StreamYard is where we'll be at. But for the most part, like I said, regular scheduled programming will be back.